panelists for today. And these are my two panelists. Y'all can introduce yourself.
My name is Jayla Moffitt. And
Explain why your voice matters.
my name is Jayla Moffitt, and the student voice is important when talking about mass incarceration and stuff. We're talking about mass incarceration and stuff because, like, something that stands out in mass incarceration is the school to prison pipeline, and I believe our voice matters because we're actually in school, so it's like we've been set up to go. We getting treated like we getting sent to prison too. So we actually going through the school to prison pipeline right now. What is a question? What is a question that I choose to answer? My question I choose to answer is, how can we get rid of the school to prison pipeline? And the way that I think we can get rid of is the school to prison pipeline is, first of all, our staff members at school should be way more patient, and they should also not get police involved too much at the time, like in little situations. And I also believe that it would help out if we didn't get suspended so much. Like, maybe we should do more in-school suspensions than out-of-school suspensions, because they give kids more time out of school to do stuff that they shouldn't be doing, because most kids, parents go to work and stuff like that, so they don't have like adult supervision all the time, so they give them more time to do stuff that they're not supposed to do. What is the problem you research, and what is that's pretty much what I just said. I did both of them.
My name is Tamia Jones, and to me, our student voices are important because we are the next generation, and we can help change things for the future, and we can impact the generations behind us. So my question was, why is juvenile incarceration an issue? To me, juvenile incarceration is an issue because younger kids, like once younger children are in the system, for some kids that it make it like it's hard for them to get out, which like somewhat compares to the student pipeline. That school to prison pipeline. And and another thing, when researching this and watching the videos, I found out that 17% of 16 and 17-year-olds are black and incarcerated. And if this issue was fixed, then mass incarceration would drop by 50%. And most 16 and 17-year-olds are charged as adults. So that, like, once they locked up for years. To fix this, to fix the stats in the juvenile justice system, my solution was starting a youth program, like a rec center for young children, because there's not a lot of recs in Baltimore. In this rec, we would supply the children with studio time, a field, a court, computer rooms, and more stuff like that. So instead of hanging outside, like hanging around places where they shouldn't be hanging, they could be somewhere being productive and somewhere doing something with their time, since it's like an open, free, non-profit place for them.
My name is Destiny Fitzgerald, and I think my voice matters because basically students are the future, and us speaking up is going to give us what we need to be successful. And the question I chose to answer was, can you explain how someone going to jail impact families and communities? And basically, I answered my question from my own experience because my father is incarcerated, and I know how it affected me in school and at home. And I also have family members and friends that have people in jail, and they give them a lot of emotional problems and sometimes mental problems. They don't know how to handle things because they don't have that guide to guide them like in the right way. And children of prisoners mourn the loss of their incarcerated parent. Some mourn the loss of their parent who was previously available to take care of them. And my problem was racial profiling, and my solution was to create social groups in schools and communities. So like they have a program in school where police officers can talk to students and same in communities, so when they see them on the street, they just won't basically judge them, whatever. And
I think now it's audience questions. Right?
we can do the
No, you did. You said it in it. Your solutions.
Oh, you
You did.
oh, okay.
So now it's time for audience questions.
Staff members need to be patient. What do you mean by that? They need to be patient.
So, I mean, pretty much like, for an example, if I start, I don't know, like, for an example, if I just start geeking, like, I just start talking, running my mouth for real, instead of Ms. Zart or anybody just getting angry or just getting mad, like, maybe they should be patient and try to figure out why I feel this way or why I'm acting this way or why I'm saying what I'm saying. Like, maybe, I don't know, like, maybe they should pull you to the side and be like, oh, well, Jayla, why do you feel this way? And that's what I mean by being more patient, like, just giving it more time.
Anybody else?
My question is for Tamia, and it is, how do you feel about a minor being charged as an adult?
Before I had to talk with the officer that told me why they charge minors as adults, at first I felt as if it was unnecessary because that's still a young child, and if they have a jail for younger children, it makes sense to put them in a jail and not in a regular jail. But most minors are only charged as adults when it's a violent crime, as if like murder or something like that. And I guess if you are charged guilty and you really did it, you deserve that time.
Any other questions?
Deontay?
So, can I ask a question? I'm gonna bring it back to us again. Oh my gosh, I know. So, Jay, I appreciated your comments about teachers being more patient. And I think I said this, I don't know what class I said this to, but I was using an example. You know, teachers are humans, but we don't have any more training in how to take disrespect than you guys do. Like, when I went through teacher school, no one taught me, I didn't have classroom, like, behavior management classes, right? Like, no one taught me how to do that, but I also didn't learn, like, no one taught me how to not curse back when I'm angry, right? I just had to exercise self-control knowing I would get fired, for example. And so I wonder, like, what we could do in a school
Ooh, I got, so
where
that's what
everyone
you're asking?
gets it, like where everyone learns how to be more patient, because kids do too, right? Like you get
Yeah.
mad at a teacher and you're not like, wait, let me step back and think, is she having a bad day? So
Right.
what could we do? Anyone can answer, because the next group is gonna have to go on.
Okay, well, hold on, can I answer first? I feel like we could probably, I don't know, I feel like maybe we should have a class not only for students, but also for teachers too. Like, we don't have to go at the same time, but everybody should at least take a class on how to be, I don't want to keep using the word patient, but be easy with each other for real, like, kind of understand each other. Like, Ms. Zart gave me these little keys that she said she gave to all teachers. Yeah, those. She gave them to all teachers. We should all, like, all students and everybody, maybe every day we should take time out to read over those or try to think about going that route. Like, cause some of them say just breathe, or some of them say take your time and think about it, and some of them be like, think about your greatness, but also think about their greatness and find out how they feel, like step in their shoes. So I pretty much think everybody should get a pair of those keys, and we should all try to like go over it and like study and try live by it. What's up?
So did when you guys? Oh, sorry.
I think it should be steps before like students get their house called. Cause some students when they get their house called, they lose respect for the teacher. Straight like that.
I feel you.
So there should be steps. What if the teacher tells you first they're gonna call your house? Does that help with the respect thing?
Not really. I mean, I'm still with me. Go ahead,
Yeah,
bro.
Roosevelt, that'd be great.
That's a bit from yesterday. Alright, that situation that happened yesterday, I think the people that was involved in the situation should have went in like a room and just talk about it and understand where things went wrong instead of just having that grudge. Because like what happened yesterday, I was kind of upset about that, but I just got over it. So I think we should just like get in the room and just talk about our problems and where things went wrong so we can move forward and better ourselves.
Yeah, so I really appreciate that idea. I think that's a really great idea, like kind of a mediation sort of.
Yeah.
So my question would be, like, what about the instruction lost? Like yesterday, right? Like say we had said, okay, we're having an issue with these number of kids, let's go outside and mediate, then no one's learning, right? Because I'm not here. Like,
I mean,
Well- yeah.
Destiny, do you think your program will affect hundreds or thousands?
Right now hundreds because not everybody gonna participate because not everybody like the police. So it gotta take step by step. Like people that really get used to it. Cause like when we went to the little program with the people, everybody was like, but then like it really took us to like sit down and to talk to them for us to really like communicate with them. So
This question for Destiny. How long was your father incarcerated?
I've always been in jail for 4 years.